welcome back to my channel, SHAESTAROT. You know, like, comment, and subscribe. I be laughing because I know I'm about to come in here on like some crazy stuff, but not really crazy, but my Taurus ways of just talking and telling you what I said, and I said what I said. So I'm Taurus sun and moon, Sag rising, so there's no point in arguing with me. So today, why I said that, today we're gonna talk about God and spirituality. Yes, is because we all done seen the video, the Lil Nas video and all this and that. Whatever. And this is not for the Christian folk. I really don't care. If you a Christian person that is one-sided and just gonna get up here and type your little Bible verses or whatever you're gonna do, you might as well leave. And if you leave your Bible verse down here in the comments, I'm gonna just double tap that and just keep moving. I should make a video on God and spirituality and really break it down for people and to help the ones. This is really for the ones that are, when you see controversial things like this with this Lil Nas and the whole thing, we're not even gonna keep giving power to that word. We will still say his name probably later, but we ain't gonna go into this. We have people that are just worried about mainstream of what the media says and how other people feel, the majority feels, or the majority. I'm sorry, let me quotate that, because the majority think they're the majority and they're not the majority. Let's just break it down. God and spirituality. So who is God? God is who you want him to be. Point blank period. If you're struggling with an ideology of who God is and you're trying to get away from the white man with, you know, the whole thing, we know. If you're trying to get away from that, trust, it will take some time. If you're still doing that, it will take some time, child. Took me a long time, but now at this point, I don't even look at God as a person completely. And that is in the Bible as well. Let's be real. Our bases come off of, you know, spirituality from Christianity and all that, but we'll get to that later. But God is who you want him to be. God can be an energy. God can be a man. God can be a female. But really, God is the source. Is at the end of the day, whatever imagery we come up with, whatever part of him we connect to, God is a source. That's why we connect to it, right? So it's whoever you want him to be. If you want to be Santa, dude, let him be Santa. As long as God in that Santa outfit is telling you what you should and shouldn't do in the right of the moral code of ethics of life in, you know, utopia and mind. That's just point blank period. Don't let anybody tell you different. You know, if you feel how you feel, that's how you feel. I have put up a tweet actually like 4 days ago, whenever you watch this, but some days ago, and it said, not everybody believes in God the same way that you do. Facts. Not everybody believes in God the same way you do. I don't believe in God in the same way everybody else does. People might think I believe in God the way they do, but child, they is like way off. Like, you know, nah, because especially when they figure out what you do, yeah, all of a sudden you're no longer a child of God to them. They claim they can judge. Don't let anybody judge you and tell you how God is supposed to be in your eyes or what he is. You know, it's just, that's what makes it harder for people on their spiritual journey or coming from Christianity into a spiritual community or whatever, or even just calling yourself a divine being. If you don't want to be part of this, you know, don't let people, you know, ideologies force on you, because it's pointing you going into your own spiritual path, your own spiritual being, and understanding yourself, because who knows what past lives you had or traditions that you actually really had in your family and people just don't know. Oh, my hair look crazy. I don't know, what is it doing today? That's God. Whatever God is into you, think about it and work on it. And you don't have to come to a conclusion today about who God is or what he looks like. Trust, it took me months to really figure out who God was to me and how I wanted to view him and what I wanted to call God. We'll get to that later, but I studied Kemetic spirituality. So if you already studied it, you know I see God as Horu, because they have the same story, and that's just my truth. I'm not going to force that on anybody else. I see God as a whole entire different being of, if you know what Horu looks like, you know, the eye Horu and all that stuff, it wouldn't even look like what God looks like to the people that still think, you know, white man, all this other stuff. What is spirituality? Spirituality does not always mean you got to be a tarot reader, oracle reader, astrologist, all this other stuff. You don't have to do that. There's more. There is way more to life than just thinking this is cards and stuff like that. Spirituality is a very in-depth journey, that is continuous, and it will continue to go forever until you die. Just like your journey of life, it's your journey of life, but more in depth, in a spiritual sense, in a spiritual realm. Like you're being able to connect with the other side before you even get to the other side. You know, meshing things up on the other side. Almost like in spirituality, if I had to explain it, you're tying loose ends and everything that you would probably have to do when you make it to heaven, or sadly, if you know, going to hell, to when you ascend, to just solving issues. You and your ancestors are helping break ancestral curses, generational curses, all types of things, karma and all that. Really working you to be a better person. Yes, that's life, period. But just the extra step is that you actually have spiritual, or you're connected with your spiritual help. I'm sorry. You're connected with your spiritual help. And you clearly know who they are. And that's ancestors, God, deities, whoever works for you. Spirituality is whatever you want it to be. You cannot do anything wrong. The only thing you can do wrong in spirituality, yes, like I said, is limited, but it's limitless. Ego, pride, those things that are like the top 10 commandments, usually in a way, are the same thing. Especially if you study committed spirituality, we have more rules than just the 10 commandments. There's more. As long as you just morally just do right, know right from wrong, and do right and don't do wrong, you're mending things and fixing things up, and just showing and also part of spirituality is just, for some people, a lot of people, is really showing things to your ancestors, deities, and everything. It's just a bunch of showing things and improving naturally and organically, and just changing your life around inside and out. And it's all up to you and how you want to do it, and how fast you want to go, and what God and universe, ancestors have planned for you. Who do you listen to? Yourself. You listen to yourself. You listen to your guides, your ancestors. Like I said, all these spiritual realms, you have spiritual systems, or every being on earth has assistance, spiritual assistance, whether they like it or not. That's the truth. You can't. There's metaphysical is a word for a reason. Spirituality is a word for a reason. Spirits are a word for a reason. They exist. They are assisting you in the smallest ways to the biggest ways. Not everybody's ancestors is gonna, do things the same way for you. Not everybody's gonna have the same journey. Not everybody has the same spirituality. You might see 10 of us readers out here reading cards all day, but do you really know what we do? Do you really know what kind of spirituality we do, or what we practice? Exactly. So you just do what you want, and just, do your thing. Don't let people get to you. Don't let people get to you. People are going to continuously come at you, and that's just how it's gonna be. Trust. It don't even stop. Even people that's also in the spiritual community is gonna come at you. That's just how it go down, sadly. So there are different types of spirituality or spiritual practices that you can do. That's all depending upon you. Once again, there's some that there's the forefront, like you guys know, I'm a tarot reader, oracle reader, do a little bit of astrology, I'm a numerologist, but beneath, that's just labels, and that's just, that's what I do in the forefront. But like I said, again, my practice is deeper than that. Each path is deeper than that. Each type of spiritual choice you make, spiritual practices you dive into, is way deeper than that. And remember to always protect yourself. You don't have to tell people everything you're doing. And everything you're doing, just because you don't have to tell it, doesn't mean you're doing something bad. Unless you're doing something to harm someone. Get back to what we was talking about a little bit with the little knowledge video with the 666s here. In spirituality, 666s don't even mean the devil. It actually doesn't. For me, for being in numerology, for synchronicities, the 666s can initiate, take action, danger, be prepared. It's just like a, hey, get up. Still a little bit, it does scare you, because it is an active kind of number. It's like, get up, let me go do something, let me get ready. But tell you how many times I done seen the 666, and the 666 actually has helped my life, because it told me that possible conflict, possible troubles, whatever it doesn't mean it's the devil. Everything, people give too much power to the devil. You have to stop being scared of him. In a sense, in some parts of spirituality, for some people, the devil isn't real. Technically, he really isn't real. Like, it is, hell versus heaven, but technically, it's like more to it than just, it's the devil. Stop giving him so much power. It's power in your words. And spirituality, Christianity, whatever religion, is power in your words. So don't let people steer you the wrong way. Because some people are taking this opportunity with this little Nas thing to come in spiritual folks. Trust, I done caught some tweets too. I really don't care. I don't give a damn. I mean, at the end of the day, if it's so wrong, why I feel so right. And not like we're cheating or anything, but so wrong, why I feel so right. Why do we have this going for a long time? Why has this been happening in practices with family? Why has this been all happening? Why has this always been around? Why is this getting you places? How is God continuing to make a way, and my ancestors continue to make a way for me? Ask that. And yes, they always gonna make a way, spirituality or not, but you see, even when you're doing what you're supposed to do, you will get that confirmation. You will understand that it's the energy, and that's what we're moving into next. It's the energy and the intentions in your life, and what you do and what you put out there. And to even know who is God, or who is your ancestors, feel the energy. You know how you can feel when you got beef with somebody, or you can feel when you're good with somebody. You ain't gotta say no words. It's the same thing in a sense. even though they do connect with you in different ways and all that other stuff, but energy-wise, to really know who you talking to, who you bringing in. It's all about intentions, the energy, and all that. Don't worry about the little bad thoughts in your head sometimes or whatever. They will not manifest. Whatever you're reading on the internet right now with this whole little nonsense thing and all that, that will not manifest. Don't let that infiltrate your mind and infiltrate what you do. If you having sex outside of marriage, you having sex outside of marriage. You ain't got married, but you having sex. But you ain't let that stop you. You ain't let that stop you. How many people tell you it's wrong? And don't let that stop you. Like, really be a good person. Love and light, for real, for real. It might be corny because a lot of people say it all the time and be using it and whatever. No, love and light is bringing that love and light outside yourself and being kind to people and teaching people and aiding yourself in this journey and accepting the things in this journey that you have to do, and just not letting anybody bring you down. Because if you let them deter you, ask yourself this when you're looking around these other people. How are they making it so far as well? Now, some people we don't know. Like I said, we don't know. People could be doing some bad things. But look, even think about it. Don't let Christianity and people that are one-sided Christians that are not open-minded distract you like that. You see, they do what they do, even though some people say God is not real or whatever else they say to them. You see, they stay on the same track. They stay so sturdy on what they do. They're a warrior for this, whatever they got going on. You know, some of them love forcing the word. You don't got to do that back. You don't have to do that. You ain't got to explain yourself to nobody, because at the end of the day, what's going to happen after y'all argue? They going to continue to do what they do and probably go to the next person, and you're going to continue to do what you do. Some people's agenda, there's a private agenda around here that people really don't realize. There's private agendas against you and against them, and vice versa. It's all passed around. There's private agendas going on here, public and private. They're public agendas for the one-sided Christians and that want to try to belittle someone, try to humble people down and make them do something else with their life. Those people probably doing some crazy stuff too. Don't pay no mind. Everybody's doing sin, and I'm not saying sin is good, but everybody's doing whatever they're doing. If it's wrong, trust you will find out it's wrong. If it feels wrong, then it is wrong. If it feels wrong because in a guilt sense though, because you're like, man, I can't believe I can do this. I can't believe I'm doing this type thing. Like, this is all so new. No, don't feel bad. Just keep getting guidance and get your help. You know, if you do feel some type of way about certain things, ask me, ask somebody else that's like me, ask people that's better than me, ask. People would tell you, be like, yo, baby, you know, this is not right or this isn't right. Get a reading. But that was my little rant. I'm gonna upload some more videos, of course. I got so many videos backed up, but I got more coming for you guys. Be on the lookout. I am now streaming on Twitch every Saturday. No, I won't put the time. I'm a Taurus, so I can't give y'all time. But just be ready on Saturday afternoons on Twitch, and the link is in the description below, bios and all that stuff. To do for the month of April, be on the lookout. This Saturday upcoming, we're gonna be doing the zodiac readings for April 2021, and I will upload a video for Mercury retrograde to this channel. But if you want your sign reading, you know, for the month of April 2021, catch me over there at Twitch, because it's been a lot going on. I'm very tired. So and the playback, yes, will be up there, and also for other streams and stuff like that on my Twitch. So we'll be doing celebrity readings for fun, tip-based readings for fun, political readings for fun. We'll just do whatever, right? So just join me over there on Twitch and we'll get started. Like, comment, and subscribe. I see you guys later. Don't forget about Twitch and follow me on whatever platforms, and peace.